Dear teachers, welcome to JS in English Learning. We are with Unit 7 of PGTRB. We are with the poems of Nizzim Ezekiel from this volume, 10 20th century Indian poets. This is a volume which is, and the poems in the volume are chosen and edited by R. Parthasarathi. And the poem of Nizzim Ezekiel that we are going to discuss is a poem of the separation. And this poem was published in 1976 in a collection titled Hymns in Darkness. That's actually the title of the volume. And now, what is the theme of the poem? What is the background of the poem? The poem itself says it is a poem about separation. Okay, it is a poem about separation. So the speaker is separated from his lady love. There were times when the speaker and his lady love were very intimate, and their intimacy happened, during the time there was a conflict in Kashmir. So they were very intimate, but later what happened is they got separated, and they got separated, and the intimacy between them separated. They happened to meet each other, but slowly there was a great distancing between these two people. And you find that the man is all the time thinking about the lady, but the lady is not thinking about the man, but she is thinking about God. Okay, she is in spiritual way, and the man comes to know of that towards the end of the poem. This is the theme of the poem, and the background of the poem of separation. Did you understand that, teachers?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so the speaker of the poem is a deserted male. If you take it to be the poet, then this poem has first person point of view. So it is a very subjective account of an incident that happened. ரொம்ப ரொம்ப சப்ஜெக்டிவ், ரொம்ப இன்டென்ஸ்லி பர்சனல் போயம் அப்படின்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன். இதுல ஸ்பீக்கர் வந்து நீங்க இது நிசம் இசைக்கேல்னு எடுத்துக்கிட்டீங்கன்னா இட் இஸ் அ வெரி இன்டென்ஸ்லி பர்சனல் போயம். ஆர் இப்படி நான் எடுத்துக்கல சார், இது நிசம் இசைக்கேல் இல்ல, அவரு இமேஜின் பண்ணி சொல்றாரு சார் இப்படி ரெண்டு பேருக்கு இடையில அப்படின்னு சொன்னீங்கன்னா இட் இஸ் அ மேன் ஹூ இஸ் டெசர்டட் அண்ட் த ஃபீலிங் ஆஃப் அ டெசர்டட் மேன். இந்த மாதிரி நீங்க ரெண்டு விதமா இந்த போயமை என்ன பண்ணலாம், அப்ரோச் பண்ணலாம். Now look at the way the poem begins. And I'm going to read the lines and then explain to you. To judge by memory alone. Okay, he's telling, if I'm going to get back to the memory, okay, and if I'm going to recall, our love was happy. We were very good lovers. Okay, when there was a war between India and Pakistan, and when the bombs burst in Kashmir, okay, during that terrorizing moment, we too were in love. There was externally conflicts, but within us there was no conflict between us two. எங்க ரெண்டு பேருக்கு இடையில எந்த கான்ஃபிளிக்டும் இல்ல. தேசம் வந்து அங்க தடுமாறி கொண்டு இருந்தது. ஏன் அப்படின்னு கேட்டீங்கன்னா, there was a war between India and Pakistan, and there was lot of bomb blasts taking place in Kashmir. ஆனா எங்களுக்குள்ளார there was no bomb blast. My life had burst and merged in yours. He is speaking about the intimacy. My life had burst and merged in you. There was bomb blast outside, whereas here there was internal, okay, blast. What is the internal blast? 1,000 butterflies was what is actually flying in the hearts of the poet, and he and the lady were very, very intimate. It was a deeply physical love. They were never bothered. Look at the next statement. The war did not matter. Though there was war outside, we did not bother about it. Nothing disturbed us. Nothing disturbed our love. Though we tried to care, we cared for each other. We cared for the season, the time, the place, and we rejected their usual name. Okay, we never cared for what happens around us. we were only thinking about us two. நான் அவளையும் அவள் என்னை பற்றி மட்டுமே யோசித்தோம். எங்களை சுத்தி அந்த இடங்களில் என்ன நடந்தது, எப்படி காலம் உருண்டோடின, எப்படி இந்த சீசன்ஸ் எல்லாம் உருண்டோடின அப்படிங்கிறத நாங்க கவலைப்படல. One day these two people, they began to love each other even before they matured. நம்ம ஏற்கனவே ஒரு போயட் ஏற்கனவே சொல்லியிருக்காரு. என்ன அப்படின்னா, when a man and woman, when they grow up together, the intimacy will be very great. அப்ப இவங்க ரெண்டு பேரும் they were growing together. The man was already mature. Maybe the girl is slightly on the verge of maturing. Suddenly, one day, the girl said to the speaker, her lover, suddenly I feel grown up. And she feels that she is ready for a roller coaster ride. Okay, when she said, I feel bit matured in your company, and she was ready for receiving 1,000 kisses. The price was only 1,000 kisses. They exchanged kisses and they exchanged intimacy. Any man may be a whirlwind and any woman lightning. Okay, he is going to speak about what happened after that intimacy. They were very much together, but it so happened that they got separated because of circumstances. Now, look at the beautiful description. The next line. When a man gets separated from a lady, what is the mind of the man? And what is the approach of the lady? The man may be a whirlwind. He may be a storm. Okay? A man may be a whirlwind. Metaphorically, men are compared to whirlwind. And women are compared to lightning. Though they are in different places, they will be swift to meet each other in the appointed place, in the appointed time. And men will be like whirlwind. அப்படியே சொல்லண்டு டக்குன்னு வந்துருவான். உமன் என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, லைட்னிங் மாதிரி வந்துட்டு போவாங்க. எப்போ வருதுன்னு தெரியாது. அப்போ கொஞ்ச நேரம் வெயிட் பண்ண வைப்பாங்க. But buses take us to our meeting, trains to our destination. And these two people, they meet each other in different places. Sometime by bus, sometime by train. And they spend time in cafeteria and in beaches and in benches in the park. And they develop their love relationship. Our music was made. Here, our music is symbolic of the love that is exchanged between those two. The symbolic usage. Music comes when two cards are being touched, white and the black. When two strings are vibrating to each other, so there is a vibration. So there is two bodies which are vibrating, two souls which vibrate. That's the symbolic portrayal which is used in the poem. Did you understand this, teachers? Yes, did you get it? Are you all engrossed in the lecture?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, அடுத்த stanza பாருங்க. Now, the lady was very swift in coming, and slowly there was a change in the behavior of the lady. The lady's visit to the meeting was very less frequent. Very rarely she came, and whenever she came, she spent very little time. And the man was with the same expectation. He wanted the lady to be with him. So he asked her to pass. Come on, spend a little more time and to hear it again. But you sweep ahead to hear another music. And he found that the lady was preoccupied with something else. And the man immediately thinks that this lady is deserting him. And and she is very much engrossed in another relationship. Okay, this is the assumption made by the speaker. The speaker assumes that This lady is not so intimate with him because she has developed some other relationship because of the distance between them. And slowly you find there are only echoes between them. What do you mean by echoes? Whatever the man speaks, it reaches the lady as an echo. Okay, it's only is a symbol of distancing. There is some distance between these two people. They don't meet. They don't meet each other quite often. Maybe they started conversing over the mobile phone. They booked the trunk call and they spoke. Later, look at the distance which becomes greater. 10,000 miles away. The lady was away from the man, 10,000 miles away. And the lady uh, was reaching the man only in the form of showers of letter, which means she was writing showers of letter. They became only lovers in pen and paper. Then she sent a photograph, and later she became a popular lady. And there were newspaper cuttings, and then there was news about the lady. So he cut the newspaper and was underlining. Okay, and then he was using pencil to comment on something, and there was a smell at night. The man is recalling how he spent intimate moments with the lady. So it is the man's narrative. He says, now I don't meet you in person. Earlier, after that physical meeting, we were contacting over the phone. Then maybe over the phone or the telegraph message, or then we started conversing with letters. And then he says, I heard that you were becoming very strange in your behavior. Your behavior is unacceptable in this world, the world in which I live. What is the world in which Nizzim Ezekiel lives? It is the world which believes in karma, which believes in birth and rebirth, and a world which is fully patriarchal in attitude. And some behavior of women becomes unacceptable to this male-ridden world. But the lady was with a progressive thought. What did the lady do? She was in a new way of life, and she was laughing at the truth, which is very much celebrated in India. Now, he is, look at the way the man is longing for the lady. The man wants the lady to be back, and he wants to be with the lady. But the lady tells categorically via a letter. One fine day, the man receives the letter and says that she wants to break up their relationship. And look at the last letter. What is the content? The last letter from the girl reads, how does it read? I'm enclosing Ramanujan's translation of a Kannada religious poem. Okay, the Lord is playing with streamers of fire. I want to play with fire. Let me get burnt. This is a spiritual song, okay, of a Kannada religious poem translated by Ramanujan, which is sent as a message to the speaker. The speaker is highly into a mundane life, whereas the lady has moved into the spiritual domain. So she is no more thinking about the speaker as her lover. She has started looking at Lord Krishna as her lover. And because she has gone after a sect, she has said she wants to say bye-bye. And she says, the spiritual fire is burning me. I don't want to indulge in physical firing anymore. So kindly forget me. And if you want, you can find a partner for yourself. And that's the poem, teachers. Poem of separation. Did you understand the poem?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.